So here at K Entertainment, we are pretty guilty of covering only Man United. And that's our fault. We're focusing too much on mid-table mediocrity. What we should be doing is focusing on other teams, like Chelsea, former mid-table mediocrity. Now it's no surprise that ever since the 2021 Champions League win, they've been going downhill. In the following season, 21-22, they came third only to City and Liverpool, which is a very good result. But afterwards, since Abramovich left, BOEHLY came, and all the regime change happened, they had a season where even Lampard managed for a bit and they finished 12th. And last season, where they were 6th but then had a late flourish through the Poch project. And everyone thought they were going somewhere, which made it a surprise for many people, including myself, that Pochettino was eventually sacked and replaced by Enzo Maresca, who was managing less of the championship and had almost no experience overall managing any top club. Yet to our surprise, Chelsea have actually been pretty decent this season. Pre-season was promising, and the actual season they've started off well with only a loss to City, 4th place in the table right now, and let's look at how. So right off the bat, the decisions they made after Champions League wins were quite baffling, and they did manage to keep their squad together. Rudiger, Christensen, Alonso, all these guys left to other clubs. Edouard Mendy declined, Ziyech just went away somehow, Werner's decline became more prominent and he got shipped back off to Bundesliga. Lukaku, and this was a big one. Lukaku was a massive signing supposed to amp them up, and at that time he was on real high. The things that transpired with him made him difficult to work with, to like the likes of Tammy Abraham, who were pretty promising at that moment. And then there's the fact that you just lost your midfield quartet of Kovacic, Kante, Jorginho, and Mount in almost no time. Reece James, one of their key centerpieces, and one of the best right backs at that moment, just never seemed to stay fully fit. They lost leaders like Azpilicueta, and it was a very tough period for them. And what they did afterwards with BOEHLY in charge baffled truly everyone. Massive contracts in terms of length and money to unknown talent. Players under the age of 25 just felt like they were throwing a kitchen sink at everything to see if something would click. And it didn't. When they finished 12th and were basically a joke and rotated through managers really quickly. But then you had last season, and you have the arrival of Cole Palmer. He was a promising talent at Man City, but that's it. He was never more than that up until his arrival at Chelsea. But since he's come, he has truly been cold, or as I'd rather say, hot. He has been on fire. He has produced more than 1 goal contribution a game on average. And the role he's picked up at the age he is nothing short of a joke. Then you have Nicholas Jackson, who people thought was actually a joke. Yeah, Nicholas Jackson and all that, fair enough. But he is no longer a meme. He is truly one of the most lethal forces, giving goals and assists week in, week out this season. And it's been very impressive. Alongside them, you have Noni Madueke, who's electric, had his hat-trick early on, is young, is promising, and has the energy to change the game whenever he's on song. You have someone like João Felix, who's looked around with promise, and you have someone like Sancho, who first felt like, he was just being lent to Chelsea because things were clicking United. But the narrative around him has quickly changed. 3 assists in 3 games in a row meant that people thought that the deal was actually a steal for Chelsea. Still ways to go, too early to call with some of these, but it's been a great going. And then you have other people who aren't attackers, so aren't mentioned as much, but they've been flawless nonetheless. You have Moise Caicedo, who started off with error-filled performances, but in this last season, the 100+ million signing has truly shown his weight. He has been ever reliable alongside someone like Levi Colwill. Now that's an academy talent that's properly been nurtured. He's young, but he's already aggressive and showing why he should be there. And then on both wings, when they had Reece James and Ben Chilwell, they had something going. Both were pretty good, especially Reece James. And then they fell into injury. Both are still at the club, but their absence is barely felt. Malo Gusto has been one of the best right backs in the league for a while right now. He has been on song. While Cucurella, despite enjoying a public view of, bad guy, making fun of other players and all, he has been winning, and there's no doubt about it. And he has been contributing to those wins. Overall, it has been incredible how this team has managed to turn the game around in such a short while. The Premier League right now is no joke, and the teams overall at the top give tough fights day in day out. For Chelsea to be up among them so quickly after being basically a joke for the last few seasons is nothing short of a miracle. And let's see how this season turns out for them. There's much more excitement to come. I could regret some of the words I said, but for now, there's hope in me and there's hope with Chelsea fans. Thanks for watching. See you next time.